Hello, welcome to this little budget where we save for the big things in life on a little budget. If you are new here, my name is Natasha and I am working slowly but surely to become debt free, but most importantly, to become more financially responsible for me and my family. If you are a returning subscriber, hey budget buds, thank you for coming back for yet another video. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but I'm actually going to go over my budget breakdown for the last paycheck of August. I am using the Budget Mom paycheck budget breakdown. I used up all of my budget breakdowns or paycheck breakdowns in my Elevated Life Co. And I have the digital version of the Budget Mom, so I printed it out and I decided to use it. We're gonna get right to it. It's Sunday evening when I'm filming this. Everyone is home and it'll be time soon to get ready for the week. I am still on maternity leave. I have 2 weeks left, but I do still have to make sure that my daughter gets up, gets ready for school, get all that stuff together. So, yeah, let's get with it. So I will be getting paid on the 31st. Again, if you're new here, I am a semi-monthly employee. So I get paid the 15th and the last day of the month, the 30th or the 31st, depending on the month. And since the last day of August falls on a Wednesday, that is when I will receive my paycheck. Sorry if you are bothered by the slant, but I cannot write with it straight and write neatly. So for my salary, after I account for a savings that stays in my checking account, as well as tithe and a few other things, I'm left to budget $2,000. And because I do live with my boyfriend, we split the rent. And so his portion there would just be $600, half plus a little bit more. So all in all, I am going to be budgeting $2,600. So I've already pre-listed all of my categories for everything so we can just fill in. So for rent, that is going to be $1,157. For my car, and this is my car payment, it's $460. So it's my car payment plus a little bit more that I put towards the principal. I have 2 subscriptions that I pay for with this check, and so that totals $15.17. Equitable is $34.83. If you have watched a few videos ago, I did receive a medical bill for my stay in the hospital with the birth of my son. I opted to the 24-month monthly plan so that I can give myself some time, just because a few things were still uncertain in terms of whether I was going to get my loans forgiven, childcare costs for my son once I return to work, etc., etc. But the plan is to pay twice a month so that I'm really just paying in 12 months instead of 24. But in the event that I cannot make a double payment a month, I have bought myself that time. So this is $78.53. For my daughter, these next 3 categories, there are savings technically, but because I treat them as a bill, because they always come out, I never not save for them, I put them in the bills category. So that is 25, and for my sorority, 25. So let me just make sure that you all can see. Yep. So I am going to add this all up. 1157 plus 460 plus 1517 plus 3483 plus 7853 plus, and then this would be just 75 for all 3 of those. And so our total here is 18, 20, 53. And I'm just going to subtract 2,600. I have left over $779 and 47 cents. So with that, I'm going to take this amount and put it here. I do like how the budget mom, this breakdown is set up. So these are my variable expenses, my cash envelopes. So groceries is going to get $165. Household will get $50, and this is much needed. I do need some things to finish some laundry. Gas is going to get $50. Spending is going to get $25. Food is going to get $30. My daughter is going to get $10, and miscellaneous is going to get $20. So we add all these up, 165 plus 50 plus 50 plus 25 plus 30 plus 10 plus 20 gives me an envelope total of $350 minus $779.47. I'm left with $429 and 47 cents. So I'm going to bring this up here. I am stuffing a few priority sinking funds, a few low priority sinking funds, and I'm going to be feeding the pig. So for car maintenance, I am going to put $25. I have reached my $1,000 goal. That was level 1. Level 2 is I'm now saving for my $500 insurance deductible. And then I was thinking that level 3 would be I can save for a new set of tires, or I could save for my 6-month premium insurance. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Should I save for the tires or should I save for the insurance premium? Childcare, we were able to find a location for my son. He's actually going to start going to daycare a week before I return to work. One, so that he can get used to it. I can manage my separation anxiety, and I can get some things done without the kids, both kids at home, before I have to go back to work. So that is going to be $200. My future sinking fund is going to get $10. Medical is going to get $20. My daughter has an ENT appointment, and because ENTs are seen as a specialty for my insurance, there's a copay, so that's why I'm putting some dollars aside there. Tuition is going to get its usual $125. I'm going to put $5 in gifts. I'm going to put $4 in giving, and that is a new sinking fund. Memberships is going to get $5. So I am thinking about renewing my AAA membership. We actually had some issues with the car and potentially needed some towing. And then, of course, AAA covers that, but I have let my AAA membership lapse. So I'm putting into membership because I think it's going to be beneficial for us to have that membership again. And I'm going to be feeding the pig $35. And so let's go ahead and add all of this up. So 25 plus 200 plus 10 plus 20 plus 125 plus 5 plus 4 plus 5 plus 35, $429. So that leaves us with 47 cents, which will stay in my account. And so basically every dollar now has a job. I am not putting to extra debt. However, I will start putting back to extra debt in September. If you follow me on Instagram, you will see that my student loans have been forgiven, and that is an account for the PSLF application that I did back in March. And I found out that my loans were forgiven. at the beginning of this month. So it was just really exciting. And I know it's already been announced that up to 10,000 or 20,000, depending on your circumstance, will be forgiven. And I know people feel how they feel about it, whether they are for it or against it. I am just glad that it is now something I do not have to worry about. My student loans are completely gone, with the exception of the new medical debt, which I am just spiraling in as a bill. I have one credit card and my car note left. I'm not pressed about the car note. I am pressed about making sure that I can get my credit card paid off. So starting next month, we will be back to extra debt like I did with my Walmart card, if you've been following me. I am not doing any savings challenges. I suspended all savings challenges until further notice. In part because I didn't know about childcare. I didn't know about the student loans. But now that I do have definitive answers for both of those, I want to use what I would put towards savings challenges to bulk up sinking funds and things of that nature. So last but not least, let me move this out of the way. My total income, make sure you guys can see that I'm working with, it was 2,600. My bills were 18, 20, 53. My cash envelopes were 350. My sinking funds were 429, not accounting for this 47 cents. It's left me with a zero-based budget. So in this instance, every dollar has a job that it has to do, and it is going to either pay off a bill, fund one of my sinking funds, or take care of my variable expenses. The last step here is to then determine my cash denomination breakdown. And so this is how I figure out what I need to get from the bank. And so I'm just going to fill in these amounts, and I will speed this up. All right, so basically these are all of the amounts. These are the breakdowns. I start with the biggest and work my way down to the smallest denomination. And so essentially all I do is then, so 25, 120, 15. I try to account for the biggest bill or denomination possible, unless I need it broken down in a certain way or I need some change. And so for groceries, this is an example. Typically, the biggest denomination breakdown would be 100, 50, 10, and a 5, but I do 150, 5 20s, 110, and 1 5. Household gets 150. Gas is going to get 2 20s and 2 10s. Please pardon the baby cries in the background. This is so that I can pay for 25 or whatever breakdown I need. Spending gets a 20 and a 5. Food gets 3 10s. Lauren is going to get 1 5 and 5 1s. This is so that for Pizza Fridays at school, I already have the change to give her, and I'm not having to break a 10 for change. And miscellaneous is going to get 1 10 and 2 5s. And so those are my cash envelopes. In terms of my sinking funds, car maintenance is 25, so that's a 20 and a 5. Child care is going to get 200s. Future is going to get 10. Medical 20. Tuition 1, 20, and then a 5. Gifts is going to get 5. Giving is going to get 4 1s. Memberships is going to get 5. And then the pig, I'm going to feed him a 20, a 10, and then a 5. So now I am going to total this all up. So this is 3 100s, 2 50s, 1 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. make sure that is right for my draft. Yep. For tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fives, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then here we have 9. So this is 300. This is 100, 260, 90, 55, oh, and 9. So if we add all of this up, 300 plus 100 plus 260 plus 90 plus 55 plus 9 is 814. Let's see if that is indeed correct. So this is in cash, and I'll just go ahead and highlight that so it's clear. That I do take out in cash because I have not opened up his bank account as of yet. So 25 plus 350 plus 429 equals 804. So I have an extra 10 somewhere that doesn't belong. Trying to go back through and find where that 10 could be. Well, either way, I'll figure it out. I don't want to hold you guys any longer, just because I have no idea what I missed here. And maybe if you all see it, you can leave it in the comments below. But basically, this is my breakdown. This week will be, instead of just the one video that you're seeing, 'cause you should be seeing this on Tuesday, I'll have another video this week as I stuff my envelopes and my sinking funds and make sure all of the bills are paid. If you have made it this far into the video, please leave me leave a 10 in the comments and with the emojis, just because I have an extra $10 that I now need to account for. But until next time, bye, budget buds.